Hey guys, welcome back to this week's Dark Avengers comic book review. We were talking about Justice League number 6. To be honest, none of them consider each other friends. None of them likes each other. And they're like, and Batman's like, well, we got to stay together. We got to do this and that. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the way things are now with DC. I find things either boring, ridiculous. Some stuff is good. Why? Because it wasn't relaunched. It's just starting at the New 52, like Swamp Thing and Animal Man and whatnot. Those are great books. I'm not going to lie about that. But at the same time, this stuff where they're redoing everything, yeah, I'm not liking this newer, more current or up-to-date DCU. I'm more of a fan of the last DCU. Everybody knows that. I've gotten several messages actually from my Avenger log where I said I'd love to say what I really think about Superman, but it'll piss off half my viewers and probably I'll lose half my viewers. This isn't what I like from DC, and I've actually made note. A lot of people say, well, what's your favorite, because they all know I like Superman. They're like, well, what's your favorite thing now? I said, to be honest, I'm enjoying the independents. Marvel's doing really good with a lot of their events, even though they're doubling up and they're money hungry. And whenever I talk about DC Comics, I just boring. That's why Mike's going to be taking over DC in the weekly rundown. I can't stand it anymore. I'm dying on DC. I'm going to end up taking over Marvel for a while because I just can't. I can't. When I do DC in the rundown, I feel like we have so much energy at the beginning of the rundown, then we get to the last company, which is DC, and it just... So, getting back to this, there is a prequel, which is called The Beginning, and it involves Mrs. Who Changed Everything. And I guess this was DC Comics failsafe. If things didn't work, they were going to let this big event change things back to the way they were before Flashpoint. And I hope at some point DC does do that. There's a way. There's always a way. But apparently this girl likes to use guns. So she's apparently cursed. Phantom Stranger knows everything that's been going on. He's like, I know everything you're doing, and I know everything to that effect. I know you've changed everything. She's like, the Justice... you won't help me. She's like, I will be released from my curse. So apparently she's cursed. But only after I find and imprison the Strange. We don't know what the Strange is yet. You won't help me do that. But the Justice League will, whether they like it or not. Do I want to get Justice League 7? No. Will I be getting Justice League 7? Probably not. I don't know. Depends how many comic books come out that week. To be honest, though, it's $3.99. This is one of the 4 books that breaks the DC Comics drawing the line at $2.99. I don't know. I'm on the line. See how thin this comic is? That's the line I'm walking right now. And, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the end of next month, when the end of March comes, when number 7 comes out, if I really am that interested in getting it. I might get the first story arc, see how bad the new art is, because they did complain that the new artist that's taking over for 2 issues is awful. I only saw pictures, and I'm not judging because I didn't see the comic finished yet. They had it in black and white. It wasn't inked. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, last book of the week, number 1, Batman Beyond Unlimited, number 1. And once again, breaks the rule of $2.99. But it has justification, and I'm sure DC Comics did this on purpose. This book has 2 stories in it. That's why it's so thick. There's 2 stories. There's the regular Batman story with Terry McGinnis. There's a bunch of Jokers coming in from all around the world to Gotham, and we don't know why yet. And Terry and Dana apparently are on the rocks because he doesn't know how to prioritize, and Dana apparently has a brother, and there's something actually with the brother, and you find out at the end of the first story. It's a spoiler, I'm not going to tell you. What I find funny is the cover is not for the first story. The cover is actually for the second story. I believe the artwork is the same though, but to be safe, here's artwork from the first story. Let me get a good picture. I want to get a good picture of Batman. No. Because that gives away the ending. I thought that would be good, but then I realized it gives away the ending too much. That's the artwork for the first story. And the second story is all about the Justice League in the Beyond Time, where there's a fight going on between the Jokers and the Beasts. I believe that's what the Beasts are called. And the JLU shows up and saves the day, so to speak. And then they go back to headquarters. Here's a good page. Superman shows up. There's a threat. And all we know is it involves Cobra right now. And they have a man on the inside who is the Beyond version of Adam. And they think that he's turned on them. So now it's up to them to find him and question him and whatnot. So it's okay. They justify the extra $1 by putting in 2 stories instead of 1, just like All-Star Western. But both stories are pretty good. If you're a Batman Beyond fan, you'll like it. And yeah, it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. For $1 more, you get 2 stories. It's justified. But at the same time, if DC's going to draw the line at $2.99, they should have separated the stories and done it. It's nitpicking. I'm not even going to nitpick. It's 2 stories in 1. That's why it's an extra $1. Take it or leave it. Personally, if I drop Justice League anyway, this will be replacing the $3.99 for Justice League, so I really don't care. That's fine by me. I'll just be getting 1 book that's $3.99. That's why I say Justice League 7 depends on other factors during that week. But to be honest with you, I stopped buying Justice League of America before the Flashpoint, so to be honest, it's not going to be a big deal if I drop Justice League in the relaunch now. So Batman Beyond, though, was pretty good. I'd say out of the only 3 books I got from DC Comics this week, but then again, it is the 5th Wednesday of the month, so of course there's not much that came out. This book was the best book from DC Comics out of all the books. No offense, I'm just not a fan of the new Justice League. I mean, it's good. It has dark side. Jim Lee's art is by far the best art I've ever seen, but this is not my type of story. This is not my Justice League. This is the New Age Justice League, and the New Age sucks. However, Batman Beyond stayed true to its original story arc, I guess because it's like an Elseworld kind of thing, and I really liked it. It was really good. I'd highly recommend checking out issue 1, even though it's $1 more, if you're a Batman fan. But I must say, yet again, another Batman title. This is another one. And come April, they're going to be adding another one, Batman Inc. So, a lot of Batman titles for DC. A lot of Batman. A lot of Batman. Okay, so that concludes the week of the 29th. I hope you guys enjoyed this. But monthly review is going to be a week late on CCC. I am warning you guys now. I've been very busy. Unless I get to shoot it sometime during the week, expect it anytime from Monday on, depending on when I could shoot it. But I will be doing the monthly review very soon. Batman Beyond Unlimited #1, the best DC comic of the week, in my opinion. Really good. I'd say check it out. Justice League #6. A lot of people are liking the series. The artwork is pretty good. I know it's kind of contradictory, but it's not my cup of tea. I didn't like how none of them are friends. They've always been friends. From the very beginning, they all knew each other before they formed the Justice League of America, and they all were friends, at least with each other. Sort of. Kind of. This one makes it look like they hate each other, and the only reason they're going to come together is to save the world from a major event. And the Pandora thing is just stupid, because we all know they're never going to go back to the old DCU. DC thinks they've got a money thing going. In about 5-6 years, there'll be another Flashpoint, or Crisis, or something. They just promised they'd erase all the old Crises, and there might never be a Crisis again. They'll just put a new name on it and new DCU again. Legion Secret Origins, just skip it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Amazing Spider-Man 680 was really, really good. Dan Slott, awesome. New Avengers 22 and Avengers 23. These both were pretty good. You can read one without the other, but I don't understand why you would do that, because both are written by Brian Michael Bendis, and both are kind of intersect each other. So if you want the full story, you need both. But it's pretty good. It's Dark Avengers. It's old. It really needs to, after this series, stop Norman Osborn has to become a full-fledged villain again, back to Green Goblin, back to the Spidey books, and just stop trying to pretend to save the world like a psychopathic nut job. And already Hydra's looking to turn on him. So good job, Norman. I wish they'd stop with Norman Osborn being the anti-hero. He's not even an anti-hero, he's still a psychopath. Put him back in the Spidey books, Green Goblin costume, the end. Venom 13.4, man oh man, I can't wait for next week just so that this story will be done. I hate Alejandra. The only thing I've gained or lost in this book, I've lost respect for Ghost Rider, and I've gained more of a respect for Red Hulk. Book of the week, IDW's Micro Series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello. Loved it, good story, good artwork, just good all around. Magic the Gathering #2 is a pretty good book. If you play Magic, you get a free card, and the card is legit. It's not illegal to play in an official tournament or official game. Story itself is really good. If you like olden times and mages and whatnot, really good. IDW Team Up, Infestation 2, Team Ups one shot, really good. Really funny, a break from all the serious, crazy stuff that's going on. Looking forward to this month with TMNT and G.I. Joe. Really good, I'd say check it out. Lord of the Jungle #2 continues an awesome story. I would say check it out. Old times kind of comic book with good time story. Voltron #3 continues the origin of Voltron. Great cover, story's okay, and yeah. So with that, we conclude March. Next week is we conclude February. Next week starts March, and we got 4 weeks of March. Looking forward to it. Got a lot of good stuff coming. Monthly review will be on CCC as soon as I get the time. First thing first is life, work, and working on this site. I have the book set up for the monthly review. I'm just not going to do it tonight because I really don't have the time to do it tonight. Gotta get to bed early for work. So I'll get the video up on CCC as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys next week for another Dark Avengers comic book review. Look forward to figure reviews for Iron Man, Phantom X, and I have Nightwing, which I'm also going to be doing. So that's 3 figure reviews. Probably going to separate them into 1 a week. You can message, you know what, I have an order already. I don't want to set them in. The order they came to me is the order I'm going to probably do them in. So look forward to figure reviews, Avenger logs, news. I'm going to start doing news on this channel. Anything big that's announced, I'm going to be doing like what I used to do on like what I do with the Avenger cast and stuff. I'll be doing like a picture, like a PowerPoint kind of thing or review thing. I'll make an Avenger log probably about all the new stuff that I'm planning for this site because I don't want to do it here. This is the comic review. So look forward to a couple of videos this week. Comic Corner. I got a nice amount of, I got nice books. Looking forward to that. Justice League Doom, the DVD, came out this week. I'm sorry guys, I didn't bring it in with me for the review. But Justice League Doom came out this week for DVDs. I'm going to be watching that. There'll be a review on that at some point. I know I promised so many DVD reviews. I just haven't had the time to watch. But I'll make the time to get a few DVDs out sometime soon. Take care everybody. Have a great week. Keep reading. I'll see you soon on this channel. I'll see you guys once or twice this week on CCC with the rundown and the monthly review. And have a great week. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everybody.